Good day everyone, we are the group 4 and we're going to discuss chapter 4 at the same time. Then our topic is all about building business model. So what is business model? So when we say business model, it is a design for a successful operation of a business, identifying resources, customer base, products, and details of financing. So when we say business model, mo din siya ang successful operation of the business wherein you are going to identify sa kana imong mga, let's say kanang mga supplier nimo sa imong mga products, para kay kung wala man gud kay supplier sa imong mga products is maglisod ka, wherein perminti ra ka mo palit og retail, or sometimes kuan kag wholesale pero dili na jud siya mag-ingon permit. And also sa business model is you're going to kuan kanang imo siyang ang dapat ang imong mga tinda is suit sa mga gigipang kinahanglan sa mga tao wherein kung asa ka nag-build og business. And there are different types of business model. There are different types of business models meant for different business. Some of them are traditional and some are contemporary times. So one of the types of business model is a manufacturer. A manufacturer is a person registered company which makes finished product from raw materials in an effort to make a profit. The goods are later distributed to wholesale and retail who can sell directly to a customer, just like sa kanang mga owner and mga hardware, no, like muadto na sila mga bukid-bukid or something kung asa sila makapalit og kanon, just like sa kanang lubi kanang lawas sa lubi ila na paliton. Then after makapalit na sila, ilahan ang ipaghabas. Then after then sila na ibahala og kanang magsuko, just like sa 2x2 in ana. Then after nang dadon na nila sa ilang store, din na mo palit dito sa ibang retailer, for example mo palit og isa, then isa ra, so mas mahal siya compare sa wholesale. Kung mag wholesale bang good ka is naa kay mga pipila ka percent nga ma-discount. And second is the distributor. A distributor is an entity of a company that purchases non-competing products or product, stores them in warehouses, and resellers them to retailers and directly to customer. So ang kanisad si distributor, silbi mura ra ni siya, silbi nagniangkat ni siya dito ni manufacturer, then iyang iniangkat siya dito ni manufacturer, then iyang ni silbi wholesale ang iyang pag-angkat dito ni manufacturer. Then after iyang kuan sa iyang warehouse wherein sa iyang bodega. So dito ang pagbaligya niya is retail ra, kay kung mag wholesale siya mas high man ang presyo, so magkuan lang siya mag retail para dili kayo madak-an ang mga customer sa price. So the third type of a business model is a retailer. When you say the retailer, it is a business that purchases goods from wholesale or directly to the manufacturer. Where in fact kani ang retailer is maudyo ni sila ang mga kanang mindsets mga business owner, no, like moditso sila kung asa ang ganang ginatawag nato sa ato is bodega. Moditso na sila sa bodega compared kung asa na nila kung i-display, kaya kung adto ka sa bodega mo palit, mas less ang presyo wherein maka-discount jud ta, din maka ginansar sa tagsakto ni makapatong ra sila. And the fourth is franchise. A franchise can be a manufacturer, distributor, or retailer is a method distributing products or service involving a manufacturer. Franchisor rather. So one best example of franchise is ang Jollibee. Why? So diha kabantay mo kung maadto mo Cebu City is daghan og store sa Jollibee. Like kung musud mo sa usa kung musod mo sa Jollibee sa for example there is sa Oriente, like ang okay like ani na lang kung musod mo sa Santo Niño nga Jollibee og sa Oriente, di ba same ra sila og taste. Kaya nga naman, mauna ang gitawag og franchise, like ang kanang product or kanang name sa Jollibee is mauna ilang gibayaran sa mga franchisor. And the fifth one is brick and mortar. When we say bricks and mortar, used to describe a traditional business that operates in a building when compared to one that operates online or to the internet. Kabantay mo, like kanang moadto tag mall, then mamili man jud ta nag mga something like clothes, mga t-shirt, pants, and ana, like so, kung musuti ta sa guys like makakuan jud ta sa price is mahal jud na siya, pricey jud ang guys where in fact then nag namjoy malikan di mo malikan, for example na dito mga group of friends mo adto sa guys like mamili dayon og atong as I mentioned earlier katong mga t-shirt or something clothes mo ana na dyan na usam nga may pa sa kuan ani sa Shopee is barato ra, like ang ang bricks and mortar is kaning like you are comparing sa kanang original ni mga kita nga price then ato sa online, just like manaka mas barato pa man sa Shopee ini ko aron sa Shopee din dito mahal ay kayo, so mo na ang gitawag bricks and mortar. So and the sixth type of business model is bricks and clicks. So when we say bricks and clicks, it is a business which a company uses both stores and internet to sell product. For example, ako nakoy store sa amo dito sa nakoy stall dito sa among merkado, wherein naninda ko mga t-shirt, mga chinilas, mga calzones, and also kanang mga sandals. Like wala ra, like ang kani sa bricks and clicks, like wala ra ko nag-focus ana sa akong store kung asa ko nag-stall dito sa merkado, wherein nag-operate sa go online, na maligya sa go online, wherein nag-post ko sa marketplace sa Facebook para maka double income. And the seventh is direct sales, a method of selling products and services directly to the end consumer by passing traditional retail like stores and wholesale. And the eighth is the high touch. This model uses a lot of human interaction and involvements in order to the experience highly personalized. And the ninth types of business model is a family-owned company where a single family holds a significant controlling ownership stake at least one family members involved in its operation for management. Just like sa dito sa Naga City no, kung asa mi magpa-check up kung if ever kanang maglain ang lawas or something mahilantan, so gitawag dito ang ilang clinic ug Aracapulco, wherein ang kanang Aracapulco is ang kana ilang family is ang ilang nahuman nga course is about kanang like mga nurse, inana doctor, wherein nag-operate sila og clinic, wherein sila rasad ang nag-manage. So mao na siya ang example sa family owned, like ang kana gani mga workers kanang mo lab mukha sa laboratory is kanang naragid sa ilang family, like wala na gid sila nga og laing tawo nga para mo wala sila nag-hire og laing mga nurse or mga nurses nga para mo join sa ilang business, wherein sa ilang circle of family ra gyud ang kanang naka-manage. And now let's move on to some of the basic types of modern business models are explained here. Number 1, nickel and dime. This model makes use of the lowest price strategy in selling basic product or service to the customers. Ang kaning nickel and dime, so mao ni siya no kana gini mga business kung kanang mga business owner, like dili sila grabe mo patong like kana ganing sakto lang ilang patong, like kana good sa kana nga pamaagi kay like diha majud mo lago ilang business, like kusog ilang business kay the more ka nga barato then kuan man good, like kana ganing wala lang ka naguna-una para sa imong good wherein naguna-una sa kasa ubang mga tao, like dili jud ka dako lang mo patong, like kung makaginansya lang sakto na like inana gani kay sa inana nga pamaagi man good is ang mga tao is magbalik-balik at the same time like pangitaon jud to nila nga kana nga store. And the second is freemium. This model is combination of free and paid service normally used by tech companies and the software as a service or apps business model. So one example of this is Canva. Kabantay mo sa Canva, like if ever bago pa mo nag-download, like na mo recommend dito nga nang naay free 14 days, then after is mo bayad na mo 149 if ever man nahuman na tong 14 days. So mo na siya ang buot ipasabot sa premium, like naa kay free first, after nimo ma-consume or magamit na ang kanailang gihatag na free, magbayad na ka monthly or yearly. So the third is e-commerce. This model is upgradation of an old style brick and mortar business model. It focuses on buying and selling of goods or service, creating a web store using the internet. Just like for example, kaning ako nagplano ko mag-business dayon, maadto ko sa for example like sa diha sa Cebu, something portion Cebu City, mangita ko mga barato nga mga product, then I am going to sell it through internet. So muna siyang e-commerce. Number 4 is subscription. This model offers a long-term contract to customers by paying a fixed amount every month or year. Just like sa kanang PixArt. Familiar mo PixArt? Dapat familiar mo. So when you say sa PixArt no, kay mao na siya kanang wherein maka-edit mo dito, mga picture nyo, inyo yung palamian, inyo mga dagway dito no. So mao na siya, din after ana kung makasubs makuan dito, click dito yung mga subscription no, din kakabantay na kay GCash, mahurot mo deduct na siya dito. Mo na siya ang subscription. Mag-careful jud mo na kay kanon na kananay mo kuan mo, for example kanang mo open ta sa app, then ay mo ka butang dito na subscribe, you're going to have a free something, then kita nga curious sad to i-click after nato magamit to ilang mga free one aday, din wala na to siya na unsubscribe, mo na mo deduct yun na siya automatically kung ansa ang imong gi-register dito wherein sa imo ka na bang mga bank account or GCash inana. So dapat careful jud mo ng subscription ninyo diha. Fifth is aggregator. This is a network model which company acts a middleman between two individuals or parties. And next is the online marketplace. In the online marketplace, there are collection of different sellers into one platform. So familiar na jud mo ni marketplace, di ba? Nana siya sa Facebook marketplace. Di ba kung ato nang i-click ang marketplace dito sa Facebook, naidaghang mga different products ang gipang post dito sa kanang mga seller, wherein daghan dito mo pili ka. So unsa man jud na marketplace. So ang marketplace mao na siya ang gigamit sa mga business owner, like they are going to post products in one app, just like sa Facebook. Kung mag-post sila kuan dito ng mga products na ilang gibaligya, so ato na nila i-post sa marketplace. And 7 is hidden revenue. This is a model of the company offers service for free. Kabantay mo anang sa Watsons, like magpa-kuan na sila, like ang kanang hidden revenue mo na sila ang kanang like kana ganing the way nga para ma-convince ang customer mo buy sa ilang product, like mo sa Watsons, adto mo dito ka nang mo yung mga kapalit makeup, adto sud lang mo sa Watsons kay na man dito sa Watsons ka na mo kuan sila, mo hatag sila og free service where make-upan ka nila dito kay para ma-convince ka mo buy sa ilang product. So mo na ang isa sa mga style nga maka-convince sa customer din mo ana din ang customer nga auto hala ngayon lagi ko ani din mo ana sa to ang katong ko ani dito o ngayon juga ana ma'am so mo palit din ka ang bodol na dayon. 8 is data licensing or data selling. When we say data selling, the internet has given rise to the importance of data. The data is a major element in the web technology where companies and vital information to platform to the operation to gain profit. On the same na Japanese no kanang like magamit ka og data online, you're going to post a product para lang makakuha ka og. And next we have the agency base. This is the partner company that has specialized in doing non-core business activities such as advertising, digital marketing, PR event, janitorial, and security. And the 10 is affiliate marketing. When we say affiliate marketing, this is a commission-based model where companies make profit by promoting a partner's product and convenience, and it is followers and users to buy the same. So kabantay mo karon is kanang sa TikTok, like kanang atong mga kaginikanan di ano kanang atong mga mother is hilig kay baantay mo hilig kay sila mag online mag shopping after maabot na gani ilang product is mag video na sila. And ani uni paggamit guys, nindot kini siya guys kay makuan ni siya comfortable kay guys. So kana mao na siya example sa affiliate marketing. So after ana nila ilasad nang i-post kung asa nila gi, for example sa TikTok, ila na dito i-post sa TikTok, after ila na i-pin ang link dito sa comment section, then kundi ato na nila sa ikuan sa yellow basket, then mag voice over din sila nga just click the yellow basket guys if you want ka lang to order this product. So mo na siya, then after that aside sa kanilang pag video is makakwarta na sila na sila commission ana sa ilang pag hago og video din pa sila mura sila nag-promote ana ang product. And next we have the drop shipping. Na drop shipping business, the owner has no ownership to the product or hold any inventory but has an e-store. And the 12 is network marketing, often called multi-level marketing. This model worked on direct marketing and direct selling philosophy. So network marketing, so mo siya sa, for example kanang you are going to sell product online. And the 13 is crowdsourcing. Crowdsourcing, this is a model that solicits intellectual information users on what value added concepts be input in product and or service offering. So for example, before ka mo build og isa ka business, dapat mag crowdsourcing sa ka. Unsa man din ang crowdsourcing? When we say crowdsourcing is kanang, for example, ako diri sa among barangay is ganan ko magtukod og store. So dapat magkuan sa ako kung unsay magpangutan na ko sa mga residente dere kung unsay dapat batan. For example, maingon ang mga daghang kawatan dere. So at least aware na ka kung unsaon nimo pagpalig-on ng imong store nga dili siya malungkab. Then at the same time mingan ana sila nga more on dere daghang mga bata ma'am, then and ana or ma'am or sir daghang mga bata dere. So nanasad kay idea nga ang imong mga product is dapat more on sa mga bata, like mo palit ka ng mga duan or something nga maka pa-encourage sa mga bata nga mopalit sa imong product. Og moingon sad gani sila nga ang kuan diri ma'am sir is kana yung mga daily needs o so nanakay idea kung unsa imong ipangtinda, maninda ba ka mga pagkaon or something like ana. So ang crowdsourcing is you are going to get information to the residents for where you are going to build your business. And now let's move to blockchain. Blockchain is digital ledger that is irreversible and decentralized. No one owns, monitors digital, but anyone can contribute to it. And the 15th is low touch. When we say low touch, in this model, there is a human assistance or intervention in selling products or service that is no need to keep a big sales force, although companies may focus on importance or improvement technology to further lessen human involvement and market the customer experience better. So when we say low touch, kabantay mo kana musud mo og mall ng then naman yung mga sales and diba kada product is not yun ay naka-assign nga promodizer or kanang ginatawag nato nga mga sales lady. So since my classmates is mostly babay, ari na lang to sa mo example sa kaning pambabae. So kaning moadto tag kabantay mo kanang musod mo guys din ay mga sales lady nga naka-assign sa may makeup is kuan jud ka na sila ng like i-assist jud ka anak nila kung saon paggamit, then like i-sales stock kanila kung sa mga kanani mga benefits sa imong panit kung mogamit ka ani nga product and ana then kana sa pangkilay sand like mo recommend sila color nga kanang mas angayan ang kanang babay nga mogamit ana. And now let's move on to razor blade. It is a business model in which one item is sold at a low price or even given free in order to entitle to sales of a complementary goods such as consumable supplies. So ang razor blade is mauni siya no kana ganing mga just like for example kanang ganing hapon na kanang for example kabati mo kanang hapon na mo adto sa merkado then mo promo sa may upanon. So diha sa carbon daghan kay na sila diha like ang ilang mga product is halos na lang ipanghatag like ang like base ako na observe dito sa last week nang pramiglamas dito like ilang sayote nga dagko kaayo no is tag 5 or in diri sa San Fernando sa amo kay tag 15 ang isa dito tag 5 ra jud siya like bato ra jud kayo din mo hatag pag jud sila og kanang mga free kanang pakapin nana. Then next is consulting. The consulting business is composed of experienced and qualified professionals that offers service based on their line or expertise. Mo ni siya no kanang magpa-check up ta kanang ato tag mga medical clinics like mao na siya na moadto ta dito like mga kana yung mga experts ani ang makahibaw like lisod magpa magpa-check up ka adto ka sa manghihilot na ba mahimo ang manghilot sa mutan kag balik-balik. So next is social enterprise. This model aims to put up business more for creating a positive change with a profit. And now let's move on to the business model canvas. So a one-page visual framework developed by Alex Osterwalder and Eves Pignard to help entrepreneurs and managers design, develop, and communicate a business model. It breaks down a business into one core building blocks, providing a holistic view of the business model, infrastructure, customer, and finances to help a competitiveness and validity. And now, as you can see, naaman na siya chart diha ang business model. So, the business model canvas is a strategic management tool wherein gipang classified na siya. The first is customer segment, defines the different groups of people, organization, or enterprise aims to reach, and serve. And sunod, nasa na siya dihay, value propositions describes the bundle of products and services that create value for a specific customer segment. And sunod is na siya dihay, as you can see sa kanang ano na ay channels. Ang channel is nag-describe na siya how company communicates with and reaches each customer segments to deliver a value proposition. And next is customer relationships. Describes the types of relationships a company established with specific customer segments. And number 5, sa kabantay mo diha is ako adre is naka-numbering ang ako sa akong notes. Then diha sa chart is what siya naka-numbering. So next is revenue streams. Represents the cash of a company generates from the customer segments. And next is the key resources. So nana diha key resources describe the most important assets required to make a business model work. And next is the key activities. Describes the most important things a company must do to make a business model work. And also nasa na siya dihay key partnerships. Describes the network of suppliers and partnership that makes the business model work. So kanang na jud na sa atong business is na jud tay key partnership is to supply our kanatong gipang said. So cost structure describes all costs incurred to operate a business model. So mao to siya no ang katong different segment sa the business model canvas. So kato siya tanan is very important to siya when it comes to business, because maka-help to siya para ang atong business maka-help to siya sa business owner para ang ilang business is mo grow up jud. Then it can also be business canvas can also be a guide to the business owner. And now let's move on to the key partners. Critical external relationship, individuals or organizations that collaborate with a business to enhance its value proposition. Acquire necessary resources and achieve strategic goals, ultimately improving efficiency in reducing costs and fostering growth. These partnerships can include suppliers, strategic alliances, joint ventures, and other businesses that provide expertise. New markets, distribution channels are vital, like financing and rare materials. So, ang key partners DI are essential external relationships, individuals or organizations that collaborate with a business to enhance value proposition, acquire knowledge and necessary resources to achieve strategic goals. These partners including suppliers, strategic alliances, joint ventures, and also provide expertise, access new markets, distributions, channels, and vital resources like financing, ultimately improving efficiency and reducing costs and fostering growth.
Hey everyone, I am the next reporter, and my topic is all about the following. So first, let's have the icebreaker. So what's this? So the answer, guess the jumbled words. The next one is, okay, the next one is, okay. So let's talk about the key activities. So what is key activities? It is the most essential activities in achieving a company's value proposition and operate successfully. So the key activities are mostly a bridge between the value proposition and the customer segment. Certainly, the entrepreneur has considered his channel and customer relationships when coming up with the key activities of a business model. So on key activities, it is the most essential in a business because it achieves the value proposition or the customer service that operates your business. So the next one is there are 7 categories of key activities. One is marketing. It added the value by promoting product and or services such as advertising a product to create awareness and hence demand. So, mo ni siya kung giingon ninyo nga, makakreate ni siya og customer services, kay magkuhan ka mag-marketing. So, marketing di ay, understandable naman siya nga magkuhan siya, nga mag-promote siya og product or mag-introduce siya new products sa market. So, the next is the sales. This concerns selling a product and or service. For instance, personal selling includes creating customer relationships, discovering solutions to the customer's problem, and closing sales. So this talks about the sales that you can get in your businesses. So the sales is the one that you can get throughout what you sales or kanang unsay mo sell kung unsay mo gibaligya. And then makadiscover sa kag mga new ideas or solutions if the customer feedback sa imong gibaligya. So the next one is, the third is the design. This is about forming designs of various items. For example, an appeal of company creates design of its line of clothing and presentation to the outsourced manufacturer. So sa business, needs sa mga nindot nga designs or kanang makaakit-akit nga designs. Just like for example, kanang packaging sa mga sunscreen, di ba? Sa kadaghan ng sunscreen, yanong mamanay mo naganahan, anong maunay balik-balikan nimo tungod sa iyang quality, the design, and kanang quality sa product nga mo'y naganahan nimo. And then, kung sa clothing sad, nindot tuod ang tila pero wasad na human sa ka ganahan di ka mapalitan na, so nindot ang gana magpili sa mga tao sa mga nindot ang quality plus nindot ang design. So the fourth is the development. This adding value through developing products and services. In the case of software company, it develops a software product which could probably be customized based on the needs of the customer. So kani siya is the development mo ni siyang mga trabahoon sa mga manufacturers sa product. So they tend to develop new ideas and products or services para mas mapanindot or mapa-enhance ang flow sa business. So the fifth one is the operation. So the manufacturing of products and delivery of services, designing, manufacturing, and delivering a product in big quantities and certainly of highest quality are some of the activities under these. So, usa sa daily ang operation. Kay mo man sila mo mag-manufacture, maghimo sa product, mag-deliver sa product, o mag-promote sa product. So, kanila ang binulto nila ang paghimo so that, even though binulto ilang paghimo, pero they give the highest quality of the products that every individual need or the expectation of the individual kay makuha. So the next one is the distribution. This is about reaching out to the customer to sell them and delivering the items to them. To illustrate, a repair shop provides warranty services of item bought by a customer. So one example for this is kanang mga cellphones. So once mo buy tag cellphone, mo ana dyan ang tindira nga na ay 7 days warranty para if ever o naakay ka ng mga makuha sa imong product is ma-depicto. So pwede pa nimo mailisan and then it's for free kay hatag man sila 7 days warranty. And then for the clothes also, maghatag na sila. Pwede na silang monitor, pwede ka maka-return sa imong clothes if ever na damages through mapakita ka sa resibo nga kanan mo adlaw na palit and then dili na siya mula pa so pila pa kaadlaw sa mauliran ninyo dayon. And then ang distribution side this is about kanang promoting the product. Muna na akong giingon nga sila na may mag-introduce sa product sa market or sa mga katawhan. So the seventh one or the last one is the customer's experience. So the customer service is one of the vital role of the kanang mga employee. Consulting the customer support are some of the activities involved here. So the customer experience mo na siya ang nagpakita kung unsa ka mo modala sa mga tao, kung unsa ka mo handle customers. So for example, based on my experience here in my work or my job, kay na mga customer nga lisod sila sabton. And then they tend to shout at you pero dapat magpaubos ka kay lagi ang ilahang review maka-affect man gud sa company ang gitrabahuan. So dapat bahalag sakto ka, sayop sila dapat mapaubos gihapon ka. Kay para maka-give gyapon sila good reputation or good customer like good kanang customer experience store kay bisag sila bisag gitan na ako na siya pero kanang nagpaubos gyapon siya kanang hatagan mi niya og kanang nindot kanang customer service gani na siya. So ang pag-deal of customer is kanang ipaulahi ang imuhang mga sakit like inana gani dili ka magdumot sa ilaha, dapat smile and then talk nicely. So that's all for the 7 categories of key activities. So let's move on to the key resources. So what is key resources? It describes the most important assets required to make a business model work. So mo din siya ang pinaka-importanteng asset sa company kay kana magkuan man ni siya mag-required of business model work. So mo ni siya yung mga kanang like canvas sa inyong company. So these are the resources that allow an enterprise to create offer value proposition, reach target markets, maintain good relationship with customer segments, and gain revenues. So tungod din key resources ana mga key resources na to, makaka-create siya og good customer value proposition or customer services, and then it maintains the maintains the good relationship between the employee, customer, and the employers. So it also attend to get the target market kay sila may na plano. And then ang key resources side kay mo na siya atong makuha kananing mo na siya atong makuha ato ang mga resources gani. So these 4 blocks must be considered when developing the key resources. So na siya 4 blocks. So the first block is the physical. So ang physical mo na siya ang building. So mo na siya inyong company. And then the second one is the intellectual. So kung mag-build ka company, dapat naka-knowledge about your kanang company nga gihimo. Naka-knowledge about ang mga work, mga etc. na. Next is the human. So kung mag-build ka company, naka-intelligence, unya wala ka human sa man nimo. So need jud ka mga trabahante. So ang trabahante importante sa company kay mo na siya buka, taas or magdala sa company into success. So the next one or the last one is the financial. So kung wala kay kung mahimo ka business rather is need jud ka og financial financial, I mean money. So kung mag-build ka company, wala kay money, mahugya po na siya nga mabankrupt or dili mo money mong business, so need ka na siyang money. So katong upat, katong physical or the company or the building, intellectual, the human, and the financial or money is one of the most, there are the most important blocks in building a company. So the next one is the customer value proposition. So what is customer value proposition? So it is a business way of generating value in their product or services when targeting potential customer. So may siya mag-generate of value or kanaganing money sa inyong company or sa potential na customer nga mo purchase sa inyong product or mo purchase sa inyong services. So a value proposition is a statement consisting of the reason someone should do business with the company. So this is computed through adding all benefits that the product could provide to the customer. So kung sa mga needs sa customer is mahatag sa company or mahatag sa kanang tindahan or sa ba. So the CVP or customer value proposition is a description of the user's experiences that he or she will come to realize upon buying and using a product. So kani siya ang customer value proposition di ay mo ni siya ang experiences di ay sa usa ka user or sa customer nga nakagamit sa imong product or nakabuy sa imong product. So without customer value proposition, companies are walking blindly in the market. So without this or the customer value proposition, so dili mailhan ang imong company or walking blindly in the market. So dili siya kanang aduunon or dili siya kanang anaunon og customer. So need kayo ang customer value proposition. So the next one is the 4 categories of customer value proposition. So another 4 categories. Now the first one is the functional value. Functional value is all about the kanang mga tao nga mag-function sa imong business or mag-operate sa imong business. The next one is the emotional value. Emotional value is about the kanang sa imong the market or the business kung kanang sakto ba og pang kanang okay ra ba imong mga employees ina naman siya nagkuan gapon siya og emotional value. And then the customer also kung unsa iyang na feel while buying your products or buying the certain products. So the next one is the economic value. So economic value is about kanang kung unsay value ani imong products sa usa ka economic kung kanang economic value is kanang ganing makahatag ba siya og maka-contribute ba siya sa inyong economic growth ina na siya. So the symbolic value is all about kanang sa inyong business nga makakuan siya og kanang makatatak siya sa unang-una sa mga tao nga inana di ay. Even though gamay ka business but the customer value proposition is kanang na-apply sa imong mga tao, sa inyuha and the company, na-apply sa company. So the next one is the functional value. So the product or services offers a solution to a particular problem. So mo din siya ang example sa functional katong 4 categories of customer value proposition. So the first one is iPhone offers competence to the other brand. So ang iPhone kay nag-competence nag-competensya siya sa like example Samsung sa mga Android phones. Iba nga sa current generation is asalina ng iPhone kay tungod sa kanindot sa quality and sa pag-upgrade sa mga memory din or RAM inana. So auto siya sa functional value. While emotional value is a product or services is pleasant to look or attractive. Here, the customer is fond of offering because sentimental reasons based on the traditions or the advice of the other people attached to the customer. So nowadays, purchasing locally produced organic brands carries emotional benefits, especially to those enthusiasts. So ang emotional value di ay is kanang lesson sa pagtanaw sa customer o kanang maka-attract sa customer ang kanang certain product but kanang nindot siya quality and pwede na siya ma-offer niya sa iyang friends, families, and then mga kaila. So mo na siya ang emotional value. Same sa akong giingon ganiha nga kanang ang emotional value makakuan gyapon siya og customers kanang respond or feedback. So the next one is the economic value. So the product and our services offers the financial advantages, promotes energy conservation, saves time, or innovative. So manin akong giingon nga ang economic value if makahatag ba siya og economic growth or kanang maka-serve siya or maka-offer siya mga advantages into your economy. So the symbolic value is for the customer that the product and our services is valuable because of a certain type of status given to the customer. So, muna siya mga dili na tumakuha ng customer experience. The status can be social responsibility, orientation, or based from the brand. So, it may include the sophistication and the feeling of being casual coming from Apple products. The manliness projected by the Italian Ducati motorcycle brand, or the extravagance exhibited when carrying a cup of Starbucks of coffee. So, muna siya, di ba, dagatang coffee shop, but the most kanang ganing mga naganahan sa tao or balik-balikan sa tao is the Starbucks. Kabantay naman gid mo no, nga daghan kay mag-buy dito bisan mahal lang products, but nag-give sila og nindot nga kanang quality of products or coffee that they sell. So next is the Apple. Even though mahal kayo ang Apple or Apple products, pero daghan mo palit tungod sa kanino sa quality sa camera. And then sa mga specs niya. So that's all for the customer's value proposition, or the 4 categories of CVP. So the different types of CVPs. By matching the customer segment to the value proposition, a company can give more profit. Therefore, it is the basic for the company to know exactly the trade-off amongst different customer segments and then choose which one to target and serve. So the company should form its customer value proposition and adopt the best business model that could best serve all the needs of the selected segment. So among the different types of customer value proposition, so ang company maka-generate na siya o kanang new ideas, like makakita na siya unsay need i-improve, unsay need ihawa, para makagain siyang more profit, and then dili ma-bankrupt yung company. So therefore, the basic company sunod na exactly kung unsay mga target market nila, like people, kung sa Apple Store, kung unsay target market nila sa mga new generation or the new Gen Z. So parang dili ma-kuha nila ang product, dili ma-pundura, so mag-generate income, and then mas maganda ilang profit. So the company should form its customer value to adapt the best business model. So ang customer value proposition di ay usa sa pinaka-importante when building a company kay para makabalo ka kung saan pag-serve of best quality sa imong customers. So all benefits is the company in this type of CVP just list all the benefits or solution that the product and services offering can deliver to serve a target customer. The more benefits that can be listed down, the better. So this approach needs only small knowledge about customers and competitors from the company, but its disadvantages. So daghan sa benefits kanang customer value proposition, and then nasa siya disadvantages. So the more kanang customers feedback na makuha nimo is the better kay para mas mapa-improve ang imong service or products. 2. Favorable points of difference. So the company using the CVP tries to differentiate their solution by conveying its point of difference compared to the customer's next best alternative. Here, there must be complete understanding of customers' requirements and preferences and what is the worth to fulfill them. Sometimes the points to different has been emphasized could be the little importance of the target customer. So, kanang ang CVP sa diay kanang differentiate siya sa mga solution na pwede ninyo imuon para ma-improve yung product. The next one, or the third one, is the resonating focus. So the company is making use of the CVP, identifies the 1 or the 2 points of difference between its solution and its competitors that provide the best value to the target customer. So magkuha sa din siya o kanang mas mag-give ka better offers sa imong customers than to your competitors. So that's all for my part. Thank you for listening, and then I hope you've learned in my lesson. That's all. Thank you.